Hello everyone, welcome to Trains on Tuesday, December 4th. My goodness, where did this year go? Got my Western Centurion channel mug today. Good hot cup of coffee. Lovely. I do wish we'd hear from Mark. Well, what to do this week? We're back in the layout room, and last time we were down here, I think we were talking about the turntable. That was way back in August. So I thought I'd do a little update, let you know where I've got to on that. The last time we looked at the turntable project, it still had the old one there. I think I showed you the clean slate after I'd torn it up. Unfortunately, I'm not finished with it. I thought I was going to get that done in September. A long way from being finished yet. But anyway, we'll take a look at some of the progress. So here we go. And all of that work brings us to here. None of this is fitted down yet, not connected properly. Not even sure that this is going to be the final configuration. The turntable itself is in. Let's have a look. So, that's about it. Now, somebody, and I can't remember who, made the comment that to fit the roundhouse, all I'd have to do is bend some tracks to line them up. Well, I'm going to show you why that's not possible. This is the roundhouse that I had before. I guess I better get that loco out of there so you can see this clearly. So this turntable lines up with the 9-inch turntable. Now if I try lining the first track, you can see here clearly how these two tracks just absolutely will not line up here. I cannot bend this track to meet this one and bend this track to meet this one. Not there and not there. It just gets worse the further you get away. And it definitely doesn't fit up close. So that's out of the question. That won't work. I do have this roundhouse. But the problems are much the same. If I line up the first one, the second track wants to go right into the center post. Third track misses that. I could probably bend and get into that one a little bit. And then the fourth track here would line up to that one. I would lose one of my tracks. It is an option, that one. Could probably work something. But I'm not keen on the angle that I'd have to bend this in order to get in here. I'd have to bend in and then bend back again. And that can create problems getting a loco in and out. Be scraping the sides. All in all, I don't think that one would work. This is not a worry here, this one being that close, because I can realign that. I quite likely will be realigning that. I could come off of this next one here and actually end up with a much better alignment onto the connecting tracks here. So anyway, that's beside the point. So anyway, we're getting somewhere, bit by bit. Next job is going to be to permanently attach these tracks and get them wired. I'm not quite sure how you're intended to wire this. There are a couple of wires down from the turntable tracks, just hanging down below there, and they're intended to be connected up. They're not connected up right now, but as you saw, the loco ran in and out. It's because there are metal tabs on the ends of these rails as well that line up and touch the bottom of these rails to connect power through. I have found by connecting these two wires that if I turn the loco, I end up with a reverse polarity. I've got polarity being picked up off of these two rails and a different polarity on these two rails, and that would require a switch. So as long as it's working well with the connectors there, I think I'll leave the actual wiring to these tracks disconnected. I'll feed power into these tracks, so every time it's lined up with those, away it'll go. So I'm going to bring the loco in again. This is my biggest diesel loco, SD90 Mac. That's what it's supposed to have been anyway, but they ended up being SD43s. And with Andy's controller that is not screwed down yet, you can see the turntable works fine. It's not an area that I expect to use an awful lot. It's going to be more of a visual item on the layout rather than a functional one, but once in a while I'll want to turn an engine, and that's how I'll do it. Over here, can you see that over there? Yes. So over there I have my fueling track. This is where the locos will come in for fueling, and this is where the tank cars will come in to be emptied out into the fuel storage tanks that'll sit alongside there. So one way or another, I think I can dress this up to look like a you know, a nice addition on the layout. So there we go. That brings you up to date with where things are with the Highland Valley Railway. Other than that, well, the layout's still quite a mess. I don't know. Bit by bit we'll get around to things. So, from Mark at the Western Centurion channel, wherever you are, Mark, and from me, that's it for Trains on Tuesday this week. Hope to see you again next week. Bye.